Yeah, what's going on? My name's Maxsta and you're looked into SME. What's going on?
I wanna rock right now. 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 I get stupid, I mean outrageous. I get stupid, I mean outrageous. I get stupid, I mean outrageous. I get stupid, I mean outrageous.
So hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. So tell us a bit about yourself, introduce yourself.
My name is Maxsta. I'm like 20 years old. I do music sometimes here and there.
Okay.
Some people know me for that.
Okay.
But yeah, I just obviously, jokes aside, obviously I'm Maxsta, I'm a musician. And I've come from like the grime scene, which is like 140 BPM, fast spitting, grimy kind of sounding beats and stuff like that. And yeah, that's yeah.
So how did you actually start rapping?
Because I don't know why, but I just always wrote lyrics. Like I started writing lyrics in like year 6, so that's like 10 years ago. Like, so I don't know. I just always wrote lyrics, but I was always scared to like show them to anyone. Okay. And if anyone found them, I'd be proper angry. Like, but yeah, eventually I started like when it came to like secondary school times, I kind of gathered the courage to start like MCing in the playground or whatever. Then from there, the local youth clubs, and then it was like my friend had a studio in his room, started making songs, started progressing a bit, going to other studios, then getting a bit of like underground radio play, and it took off from there.
Cool. And how do you think growing up in East London kind of like influenced or shaped you as an artist?
Obviously, it's like before I lived in East London, I like lived in like Peckham and like Dulwich and like loads of other areas, but East London is where I went from like 12 to about 17, so it was like a key kind of stage in life or whatever. And I think in terms of how the people were in my area and just everything that was around me, it definitely kind of shaped who I am as a person and stuff. In terms of there was the bad people, there was the good people, but I kind of got through it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is an important part of like who I am, most definitely.
Cool. And what did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to loads of different things, because
Okay.
I think I only started listening to like grime-ish when I was like 12, 13 onwards. But obviously before that, it was like, I think one of the first albums I bought was like Sum 41, All Killer No Filler, and they was like a punk rock band and stuff. And so in that time, when I was in primary school and stuff, I listened to like a load of like Nirvana, all that kind of stuff, Blink-182.
Yeah.
And I suppose so. I kind of, it helps to kind of diversify my taste now, because then I moved away from that and started listening to all that stuff and But yeah.
That's quite interesting. It's quite different as well. So you're signed to Just Jam, Sony RCA.
Yeah.
Right. How did that situation come about?
I don't know what the conversations were before, but
Okay.
for whatever reason, there was obviously like, yeah, we want to sign Maxta.
Okay.
So they spoke to my manager. I had a meeting. I went over to Sony and like had a meeting about it, and it took ages because of like paperwork and like lawyers. Sometimes I was just like, I was thinking, like to my lawyers, I was thinking, bruv, can we just like, I don't care about you reading this whole contract. I'm never gonna read it myself. Let's just do it, like, or whatever.
So initially, were you surprised, or were you just really anxious to just get it signed?
It wasn't even more just. I was more like focused on just keeping my career going, kind of thing. So, and obviously it was like, there comes a time when you've done the whole underground thing. It's like, what more can I do if I've like worked with all the people who I was just one day a fan of and never even thought I'd ever meet. So I suppose I was anxious to just get the next thing.
Cool. And do you find that there's more pressure, seeing as you're like the first signee of like?
Yeah, I suppose there's pressure, but it's like, it's better pressure than having to do coursework. So I'm cool with that.
Cool. And how are you finding having Jamal as like a CEO?
I suppose it's alright. I only have to deal with him for like business stuff and that, because in terms of making music and that whole process, it's just like me, my manager, whoever, like, let's just say a tune like I Wanna Rock, which is a tune that just come out, Jamal heard that when it was finished, kind of thing, you know what I'm saying?
So it's very
it's like, obviously he's like my dude and whatever, and we roll, but it's definitely like we're kind of in charge of the music side of things, and then whatever else goes on up there, I don't even know what goes on.
Okay, cool. And speaking of, I Wanna Rock, it's currently doing its rounds and it's receiving quite positive feedback. What was the inspiration behind the track?
You know what, yeah, like when people ask me that question, it's like I sat there and was proper like, I'm gonna, but I just got sent the beat and then it had the chorus on it, and at first I remember feeling like, oh, like it didn't gel with me straight away, and I remember being like to my manager, no, I don't like it, and then he was like, oh Max, just give it a go and see, innit? So when I wrote the lyrics and then I went to the studio the next day, and while I was in the studio I kind of felt like, I like it now, or whatever, so yeah.
Different, I mean it when I say that. Clap for him, you know my audience stay gas. Clap cause it's about time I bring the game back. Why? Spit is the reason why the game's right. Different, I mean it when I say that. Clap for him, you know my audience stay gas. I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now.
They want to, like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. So obviously Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock are, the sample on the track. And on their follow-up single to that song, it's called Joy and Pain. It features a sample from the British funk and the Olympic runners. So I thought I'd ask you, in the spirit of all things London 2012, what Olympic competition are you looking forward to seeing? Nice. None. Yeah, well, there has to be one sport that you want to see.
I don't watch football. I just listen to music.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. Okay, back to the music. What artists in the game would you say you admire?
Are we talking across the board? Joey Badass, Earl Sweatshirt, Casey Veggies, Mac Miller, people like that, people that are obviously like around the same age as me, and I feel like when I listen to them, I kind of feel like, yeah, like I respect them.
Okay, cool. And British-wise, any artists?
Yeah, man, Dappy was sick, obviously Tiny, Wiley, Dizzy Rascal, and yeah, those people.
Awesome. And since dropping the Maxtape and the Max EP, what would you say has been your favourite collaboration? Alien with Kano is the song I did with Kano, and that was just because he's like my favourite MC, and he went to my school, not when I was there, but he went to my school and he like lived in the same area as me. So like them days I'd literally walk past his house and just be like, wow, like those songs was written in there. Like, so it was kind of away from even if I worked for someone that was bigger or whatever, like it wouldn't matter to me because that was just like a personal kind of. And moving on, what else have you got planned for this year?
The next tune after I Wanna Rock, which I've already got. So
what's it called?
Can't tell you.
You can't tell that.
No. But the video shoot for that is like in the next 2 weeks or something, apparently. So obviously we're moving fast because obviously I kind of obviously have been able to deliver the next one straight away or whatever. Because I remember we sat down in Sony talking about the next single, like what kind of single we're gonna go for, what sound. They got like the radio guys in, who are like the heads of radio at Sony, and kind of we spoke about what sounds were like the best for radio right now and whatever. And I just went to studio the next day and then we got this.
And seeing as you come from a grime kind of background, do you find sometimes yourself conflicted in terms of what the radio guys are telling you as opposed to what your sound is? Sometimes,
but now more than ever, everyone around me is kind of feeling like we should let Max kind of not necessarily dictate, because I obviously listen to what everyone around me has to say, but if Max doesn't feel comfortable with it, then we're not going to do it, kind of thing, and that's good.
Comfort, so what can people expect from your album, and when will it be ready?
It'll be ready like February. And when I say ready, I mean it'll be ready by the end of this year, but it'll probably be out in February.
if everything goes well, because no one's gonna buy my album if they never bought my single.
True.
So.
Cool. And what can we expect from that?
Maxta, but amplified.
Okay.
And nothing. You're not gonna. It's not gonna be some watered down. There's not gonna be no watered down crossover attempts. It's just gonna be Maxta.
Okay.
And if I cross over, then it's because Maxta crossed over, not because I did a like one of that. I'm not doing that.
Okay. So talking about crossovers and stuff like that, do you think grime has longevity, and do you see yourself sticking to it? Like
obviously grime is like my core kind of thing, so it's like even now, tonight I'm on Logan Salma's show. Obviously I'm not actually going there because I recorded it already there, but like I'm always gonna wanna spit because it's like my core thing. It's like the foundation. Without that, there was no Maxta kind of thing. So it's not like, because you know what it is, when you get to this stage, it's all cliche of like, are you gonna do this or are you gonna do that? It's like, mate, I'm gonna do what I like.
Okay. You're not restricting yourself.
No. And obviously at the same time, I'm not listening to anyone who says, why is your single not grime? I'm just like, shut up. Go make your own single and make it grime. Good for you, whatever.
Cool. Okay, we're gonna go into some quick fire questions now.
Okay.
Blackberry or iPhone?
iPhone.
Okay. Nando's, KFC.
Nando's.
Jay-Z or Kanye?
Jay-Z.
Rihanna or Nicki?
Rihanna.
Okay. Bumper or grass? Yeah.
That wasn't a quick fire one.
That was a quick.
Can I just have both? Like?
You can't do one.
Oh.
991 or CD3?
CG3.
Okay, back to I should ask you this actually. What do you think SME stands for?
SME?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've seen that on the internet, so I should know, but I don't.
You can't.
That's bad.
You can't guess. Come up with something.
Something like that.
Okay. There you go. That's about. Thank you very much for your time.
Bye.
Yeah.